We're here. It's Sunday. How's it going?
Can you believe it?
We did it.
On a Sunday.
Fangirlz on Sunday.
Look at us go on a Sunday.
Yeah. Sorry about last Sunday. We're here today.
Yep, that's right.
How's it going? And I'm glad that I'm here because I was like, I know you'd be busy at the con. I was like, you'd probably be tired. Thank you, Reed, for commenting at hi.
Yeah.
Owensboro Comic Toy Con. I wish I was there. Although now I realize that even if I tried, I got my COVID shot, like the booster, on Friday with the flu shot, and I was like, it's not usually a big deal. I was out yesterday. We were out.
I gotta get mine. Yeah. Now that the new ones are there.
Plan it to like take the weekend. But honestly,
yeah.
I know you guys been in the chat, but like I kind of like sometimes when I'm sick, not the feeling of it, but you have an excuse not to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just get to lay in bed all day because you can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And you're just going to watch movies. We watched the first Kenshin. We watched Anchorman because I'd never seen it.
Wow.
Somehow. We watched Air, that movie about the guy who made, got the Nike contract with Michael Jordan. Movies that you would watch on the plane because you're stuck there. You know what I mean? That are really good, but you just wouldn't go out of your way.
Love that. Did you like Anchorman?
I really liked Anchorman. It was really good. I heard the sequel was bad. So we didn't watch it.
I can't remember if I ever saw the sequel. No.
But I had a great time. I was like, oh my God, all these audio clips are from Anchorman. And so
love that.
And on Friday, I watched all of I'm gonna forget what it's called again. Rose Red, I think. It's like that Stephen King miniseries. It wasn't available anywhere before this or to purchase or anything. They just dropped on Hulu. And my therapist was like, you should check it out. Because she heard like scary things. And I was like, okay. And she's like, check out all these other things too. And I was like, are we having a moment?
List.
Thank you.
This is my therapy homework. Okay.
That's my therapist told me to do.
Self-care.
She did tell me to listen to music and read more books and get off YouTube. So that's, minus what we're doing right now.
Sure. Yeah.
But like, I was like, that's all I needed. The permission.
Yeah.
So.
Makes sense.
James, I already watched it last night, of course. You should, you've got to watch it.
Okay.
It's got I said our girl, but say home girl. I don't know. I get with you. I just talk like, I don't know. It's got Kiernan Shipka.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Sabrina. Yeah. Oh yeah. You wrote it there, James. I'm sorry. I was trying to remember it. It was really good. It's really fun.
I wrote it down.
We're here for hauls and reads. I don't know if we hauled or read a lot of stuff, but honestly, it's a good chat time.
It is. And you know where you should get your hauls from?
Where?
If you want the best deals, our great sponsor, InStockTrades.com, where you can get up to 50% off and more. Check out the red tag sale. There's more going on there. Yeah. More percentages off on your collected editions. Free shipping of $50 if you're in the States, which I have to get. Look at, Maddie found something. She's going to live buy in the cart.
Because I didn't know some of this stuff was out.
Like Clementine Book 2, which you can get on there?
Book 2. Okay.
I haven't bought it yet either.
It's Halls and Reads time, which means we get to look through the IST website together.
Let's go.
And we have comments. We're not just going to read stuff like some other people.
Yeah, that's right.
We got commentary, okay? Zatan the Ripper. I have been reading this on Webtoons. I do like it's fun. The art's really good. She's stuck during Jack the Ripper time.
Oh, that's fun.
But she can't use her magic well. And somehow Constantine ends up there as well. See, I'm glad when this stuff gets released because I have been reading technically, but not all of them are books. Some of them are Webtoons. And so until they're like collected, it's hard for me to be like, I read a thing and here it is on Goodreads. I can go rate this now on Goodreads.
Right. Love that.
But I love all of the DC Webtoons. Some of them are better than others. Like I'd say this is a fun read. I wouldn't say like if it's worth $7.50. $7.50. Yeah.
Look, I have to say too, I love that DC's putting up Webtoons and then releasing them like this.
Yes.
Like it's so Marvel, you need to take some notes. They're doing that. They're releasing the weirdest, coolest manga.
Like, so good.
Come on now.
Yeah, because I saw Superman versus Meshi in my local like bookstore. I was like, that's fun. But yeah, I like this one. Wayne Family Adventures is still the best one. I saw they released a Vixen thing, so I'm gonna check that out. I haven't got a chance to read the Red Hood and the Outlaws one. I know my boy's in it, but I think maybe I just forgot about it. Power Girl returns. I'm curious about. Know where she's been. What's up?
Where did she return?
She's returning. She's been somewhere. Shit. Okay.
Like, adding to the cart live.
I didn't know Volume 2 was out.
Love that.
I haven't read any Batgirls, and I need to do that. I don't know if anybody's read in the chat, but tell me if it's good, because I love the whole like style of all of this.
I'd like to know too, because it like the whole vibe seems like something I would like.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't jumped to it yet, because I bought, I had all of like the, all the like DC Rebirth Batgirl and like Batgirl, it's not Birds of Prey. Yeah, Batgirl and Birds of Prey. I loved all of that, so I'm surprised I hadn't picked this up yet. I know she takes more of an Oracle role, so it'd be interesting to see how that is. I know it's kind of like a half and half for her, because like she's in Nightwing and she does like half like Batgirl time and half Oracle time. I guess they wanted to kind of appease both the types of fans, which I think is cool. But yeah, I didn't know Clementine Book 2 was out.
Added to the cart.
Did you know it was out? I didn't know it was out.
Yeah. I just haven't gotten it yet. What? I didn't remember when it was coming out until I saw it on ISD, and I was like, oh, there we go.
And I don't have this yet. Not that I need to spend money, but you know what? At least on IST, I feel okay about it.
Yeah, because you're gonna save.
Yeah, because I love going to bookstores, but I'm in there and I'm like, but IST, it still feels like a, because I know where they're located, I know who works there. It feels like I know who exactly I'm supporting too.
Right.
And so in big bookstore, I'm like, I'm not really supporting local that way. So at least this way, I feel like I am.
The Chainsaw Man box set 1 is out.
Oh man, that's a good deal and a good number. Nice, everybody. Very nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very nice. I don't know what this is. It looks really cute. For the creative team behind My Little Pony the manga, this full color fantasy graphic novel. Look at that.
Cute.
Very cute.
That does seem cute.
Oh, nice. Deceased the deluxe edition. I'm ready to read that. Oh,
cool.
Dragon Age with my boy Varric. You should play Dragon Age.
I always thought I would like it, but I never have.
You would definitely like it. I know that for sure. Mainly because of like the story's really cool and the character customization is really good. So I definitely recommend that. I wish you could play Baldur's Gate. This fly is killing me.
Oh no.
I wish I was one of those people that could just like, but that's not me. Got some Ghost Rider. Ooh. A Jenny Frison cover. What is this?
There you go.
Ghost lore. Oh, I forget. I have to read share if I do. I'll click it instead. What ghost stories do ghosts tell? What can they tell us about ourselves? And a strange daughter and her father wander a haunted land. They only have the restless spirits, each with its own story to tell, as company along the way. After a deadly accident of which they are the only survivors, Lucas and Harmony Agate can see the dead. What? Dead and overwhelming amount of deceased, all with their own warnings. It's by Cullen Bunn.
I wrote it down. I was like, doing it.
And a Jenny Frison cover. It doesn't take much for me.
There you go.
Man, Goblin Slayer. I love Goblin Slayer. It is a hard sell because that first book is have you heard about it?
I haven't.
I love it because okay, let me tell you the good part before I tell you the bad part. So this man here, this knight, he only kills goblins. And he's really, really good at it. So he'll go to the local tavern like you would in D&D world, where they have the quests you can take and the hunts and the bounties. And they're hey, we have these big bounties. We can go kill a dragon. You can do these big name things. He's like, no, I only kill goblins. Are there goblins involved? No, I don't care. So he's very he's a man of few words. And he will literally only do a thing if goblins are there, because people, the big higher ups that pay these big jobs, they don't see goblins as a big threat, but he knows that goblins are the ones attacking regular people. And so it ends up different parties kind of end up joining him and helping him out and stuff, because he's the one who really realized what's happening in the underbelly. Now here's the downside. goblins assault people in the way that we do not like in books.
Mm.
And that is very explicit from the get-go. Like, first episode, very explicit. And it leads to how awful they are. And it really gives you, like, the heightened, like, these guys are not safe. And so it's a bummer because, like, on the other side of this is this kind of, like, wholesome new type of story. So I really, really like it, but it's, like, very much trigger warning when going into it. But at least it's not like other books we read where they're, like, it seems like a good thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
Anyways, but that's my, like, piece about it. What else we got here? Whatever Octopus Pie is, that looks great.
Yeah, I have 2 volumes of that, but I've never read it. It looks really cute. I love that there's a box set.
Polar Bear Cafe. I've heard good things about this.
I have too. I want to read it. It looks so cute.
Let's see what else we got. I've never read any Star Trek comics. I really would like to. I don't know if anybody's read some in the chat. Oh, here's the other one. Vixen NYC I want to check out because that's another webtoon that's come out I really do like. Oh, okay. Octopus Pie is really good. You can read it online. Well, I trust Chris. So.
Love that.
What is Superman Harvest of Youth by Cena Grace? It's all about his teen life.
You know, I've been seeing this cover around, and I want someone to read it and tell me if I'm interested because
acclaimed GLAAD Media Award nominated writer.
As you know, I have enjoyed a backstory of younger Superman, but not current. So yeah. I'm kind of curious.
Oh man, there's so many. I might make an order today actually, because sometimes I sit here and I add stuff to cart and I don't do anything about it.
Where monsters lie, get it.
Oh, Cossax, what's up? What's this one about? Kristen, have you read it?
Read that description. You're gonna love it.
Meta Horror is Cabin in the Woods meets Tucker and Dale version. Okay. Have you guys? I mean,
honestly,
have you watched?
I love both of those.
Okay. Everybody in the chat, listen.
Yeah.
If you're looking for funny horror movies to watch this season that maybe you haven't watched, I absolutely recommend Cabin in the Woods and Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So quick. Well, Cabin in the Woods, I can't give it away. It is by Joss Whedon. It's good, Joss Whedon. Listen, I know.
Well, and the cast is amazing.
The cast is really, really good. It's very good. It is very much like, it is very meta, and I can't tell you too much without giving it away what the good part of it is. I guess I kind of tell you early on, but I'll say Office meets Slasher as like a little taste. And then Tucker and Dale versus Evil is basically these two guys. They're living in the woods. They're very hick guys, very like Appalachian, right? And these kids that are like in the woods keep thinking that they're trying to kill them, but they just end up killing themselves over and over again. And it's got Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk's so good. Yeah.
I'm about to watch that again. It's so good.
I want to as well.
So that's all I needed to know about this book. Yeah. I might treat myself. It's time.
Basically, they're like slasher characters retiring in a retirement home.
Oh.
What more can you want? Yeah.
Witch Hat Atelier, one of the best manga series of all time. Everybody should absolutely read it. I need to check what I have and don't have because I keep forgetting.
Yeah, and my library like stopped getting them, so I'm like, I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and buy them at some point.
They're so beautiful.
I know, and the volumes themselves are gorgeous.
Yeah, for me, there's not a lot of manga I can justify buying just because I've said this before, I read them so quickly, and with the price, it just doesn't seem viable for me as a reader. So I wait until I'm with you and I go second Charles, or I'm at a convention, or I hit a deal. Speaking of which, I don't know what's going to happen with Right Stuff. Now it's getting bought by Crunchyroll.
I'm wondering what's going to happen.
I'm a little worried because that used to be the other place to go besides in-stock trades if you wanted like bulk stuff, right?
Well, and if you wanted, there's some publishers in-stock trades doesn't have. They have a ton. Yeah. You should check here first, but
and maybe this is a chance for them to kind of get in there because I feel like people that would have gone to Right Stuff if in-stock trades didn't have it, I don't know if they'll continue to go to Right Stuff now that it's bought by Crunchyroll. Now, Crunchyroll does have some great deals, especially on clothing. I love, if you're looking for like anime merchandise, like shirts, the Crunchyroll specific ones, like exclusive ones, can be really nice because they have like nice long sleeve. Like all of the One Piece stuff is really good. So definitely, I definitely recommend that. Let me check my card amount. 66, baby.
Oh, we got that free shipping.
Got that free shipping. That's pretty good. Wayne Family Adventures 2, because everyone should get it. Clementine 2. World's Finest Volume 2. Because, oh, God, everybody, it's so good. Ghost Lore, because that looked really great. Superman, Harvest of Youth, and Where Monsters Lie.
Look, how many books is that in your cart?
6.
That's so many for
6
that.
for 66 is really good.
I mean, it's wild. Yeah. Plus free shipping, just saying.
And you know it's going to be good because like Amazon has their Prime Day coming up or like whatever. They have those all the time. I don't understand them.
Yeah.
All I know is the whole internet's like, this is what you should get on Prime Day. I'm like, well, it's not here yet. I don't know if those are going to be deals. So, but anyways, so you saw me haul some stuff live. So I guess that'll be ready by the time next time we do this.
There you go.
Hey, everybody in the chat, what y'all been reading?
Yeah.
James said Superman Harvest of Youth on Hoopla.
That's because it's DC.
I wish I had it.
Maddie, you have a Hoopla hookup. I'm just saying. You should utilize that.
I do.
You know people in this town that could get you access to Hoopla.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
I just got to set them. Actually, I wonder if the next town over, my mom is not where I live. I wonder if she technically would have access to Hoopla, because I'm going to set her up, and I might ask some recommendations later in the show too, because her birthday's coming up, and I want to get her. I'm going to get her some like Bluetooth headphones. Not like I have AirPods, which I love, but I'm worried that she has ADHD like me. She might lose them. It's not an age thing. It's just me knowing us as people. So I think I'm gonna get one that like sits right here, but has like, and then get her set up at her library so she can do Libby and have like audiobooks listened to, so I actually go walk and stuff. And then, because I know for me, I don't know about you guys, if I'm listening to audiobook, I'll do things. If it's a good audiobook, I'll clean my whole damn house. So I'm gonna, maybe towards the end of the show, I'll ask for some recommendations from you guys of like books to kind of recommend to her to read.
Love that.
I thought Prime Day was a scam. I don't know, Cycle. Probably it's Amazon.
I mean, it probably always, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe there'll be some good deals on something. I'm reading Tom Scioli's I Am Stan.
I've wanted to read stuff from him, but I've never read any.
Tom Scioli. I like the name. Oh, okay. So that's the biography of Stan Lee. Oh, it's like a comic book as well.
Yeah, Reed likes him.
Oh, that looks really cool. Like, I wonder if I can share that real quick. But like you can see an excerpt from the book.
Yeah, his art's awesome.
That's really cool.
He did one Jack Kirby too.
Oh, cool. I love a graphic novel bio. Anyways, Kristan, tell us about books you've been reading, or tell us about the con. The Owensboro's first comic and toy con. That's cool.
It's been good. That's all I know.
Yeah.
We saw Tom Kenny's band last night, which was funny.
Okay. I know that he was at the Bluegrass Museum recently.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he was talking about that.
Yeah.
It was like weird. So that was fun. But yeah, it's been busy. It's been busy and good. And randomly the drummer of the Queers came up to Reed's table and was like, hey, these posters are cool. Did you do these? And he's like, yeah. And the guy was with him. He's like, oh, you should have him do some for your band. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm in this band. And Reed's like, hold on, the Queers? So he was like, yeah, give me a business card. I'm going to reach out to you. So, which is wild because this kid, like, I'm pretty sure they're from California. So we're like, why are you here? Like, it was so random.
I really know a guy.
Yeah, I guess, but
I love that Reed is doing so many band posters. It's so cool.
And he's had them at this con, and it's weirdly like drawing people in, which is awesome because they are cool. And he just, the last thing he expected was for people to actually like be interested at this con, but he put them up anyway.
I think that helps though. Like I remember every time I see Chris Schweitzer's booth, I think like what draws me every time is the posters first and then the comic books, because like he makes so many posters of things that I really like. Like I still haven't bought that damn Porco Rosso poster. I've been meaning to buy that
it's so good,
for
isn't it?
years. Because I want that, like, even in my new office, because your girl's got a new job. What office am I going to have? They haven't told me. I start on Monday. Where do I go? I don't know. But I was like, that looks really cool. Like, it looks like you can have that there. It feels professional. Not that matters. I'm trying to let that go, but, you know.
But yeah, that's awesome. That would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good. I did read some stuff. Not tons of like comics. I got a mixture, I guess. But I did read the first 12 issues of Strange Academy.
I saw that. I saw it was kind of a...
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Honestly, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's enough.
I liked it. All right. Yeah, it's fine. I also read The Girl Who Sang, a Holocaust memoir of hope and survival. Oh. So that comes out. Okay, I don't see a release date right now. It comes out at some point. I got an arc of it.
Oh, yeah. How are you getting ARCs? What do you do for that?
I can tell you later if you want.
Okay.
Secrets. But I got a digital arc of that. Yeah. And it is about this little girl who was around during the Holocaust. And she's obviously older.
Yeah.
And she's telling her story, and it's obviously, it's a tale of hope and survival, because she does survive, of course, which is great. And that therefore that's a good ending.
Nice. Yeah.
That. But I mean, of course, it's terrible and rough, and but I really like how it's put together, and it was really interesting and terrible, but it felt important. It was like one of those where I was like, oh, this should be in like schools and stuff, right? Like this would be something that, like, I think a lot of kids, or it would help you understand what it was really like, because we obviously can't really know.
Yeah, and they're all ready to read like Night. You know what I mean? So it's
absolutely.
Kind of intro that's not.
Absolutely. Let's see what else I read. And this is like the one physical thing I have here still from my library, but Us. Which
I've been ready to read.
I was gonna say, I think you would love it so much. 100%.
Let me see if my library has it.
It's so good. It is autobio stuff about this couple who they've been together for a long time, and one of them realizes that they are a trans woman, and so this is told from the perspective of the other partner, who is suddenly like, okay, I want to support my partner, of course, and I'm all about supporting this. But now I have to figure out, okay, wait, am I not a straight person like I thought I was?
Yeah, which is you say it happened to a lot of people.
Absolutely. So the way it was told, it was also translated. I forget where they're from, but that was also interesting to just see a translated work like that. I feel like it was Brazil or something. I'm not positive. I could be wrong, but I love the art in it. I loved how the story was told. They were very much like, okay, like this is one person's experience. Obviously it can differ. They were really like sensitive and about that, which was nice. Yeah. And it was just, I feel like if that's at all interesting to you, which I think it could be for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
I think you would really like it. Yeah, I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I was like, this is great. I want more things like this. And I definitely will look up more from this author as well.
Yeah.
So I think you'll really like it.
Owensboro does sound like a suburb of the Shire. It does.
Yeah, it does.
But it is not.
No, it's not. It's a little different.
The chat. I'm reading The Best We Could. I've been wanting to read that a lot too. I think I've had it checked out before, and then I've been doing a reread of the Hocus Pocus sequel novel. Or I'm thinking about doing a reread of the Hocus Pocus sequel novel, Practical Magic, something festive for the season. I like to read those. I wonder if they're good. I never read Practical Magic, but I love watching Practical Magic. It still doesn't feel like it's October for me, so I haven't quite
I get it.
I've watched spooky stuff. Like I was talking to Mark about Haunting in Venice and Saw 10, because I had to watch Saw 10, and it was really good. I just cover my eyes during any of the body horror stuff because I don't care to see it. I just like the twists. But I feel like I'm looking still for more spooky. I highly recommend the audiobook of Jan Ulrich's recent biography, The Best There Never Was.
Maddie's like, let me look it up. I wrote it down.
And have my microphone pick up. I need to get a microphone stand and like one of those little circly guys. And so that way my mic's always like right here in my face. So it doesn't pick up everything else. I'm still working through the Superior Spider-Man Omni Volume 1, savoring it because it's so good. That's good to hear.
Love that.
Hey! So I also managed to catch a live show. Good to see you. I recently read Mariko and Jillian Tamaki's Roaming. I looked at that a lot while I was at the bookstore, so I'm probably just going to get it from the library.
Yeah.
And Delicious in Dungeon Volume 1. I love Delicious in Dungeon. Plus, I think the anime is coming out soon. Have you read that, Kristan?
I haven't, but I want to.
Oh, it's so
I've always,
so fun.
I see the covers and I'm like, oh, it looks fun.
It's so fun. I'm excited for the anime. Also, want to ask if either of you watched Too Cute Crisis. No, I'm actually behind on anime right now, but I go through phases where I'll watch a lot of like regular TV, I'll watch a lot of like anime, or I'll be playing a lot of video games instead. But I feel an anime watch binge coming out because it's been long enough now that I'm like, I really want to get back into it. So probably that's what I'll do. I realize if I look up Too Cute, it comes up with the animal one. So let me put anime.
That's
Too Cute Crisis
too. Well, and apparently this is a silly anime that revolves around aliens and cats. So like, I don't watch a lot of anime, but this is obviously something I need to watch.
Absolutely. I just have to the problem is I have to remember Tina's Crunchyroll login whenever I want to watch anime.
Write that down.
Plus, I'm behind on Jujutsu Kaisen. So that's out now. So, good morning. Coming late, so apologize. I'm sorry. Covered. Kristan, how was the con?
It's still happening right now, but yeah, yesterday was really great. It was awesome. I mean, it's a smaller con, but like the convention center is so nice, and yeah, it was really cool.
I do love the convention center. Like, I wish I'd remembered it was coming up, but well, to be fair, I think my part of the family is maybe just got back. They've been like traipsing around Europe,
as you do.
Yeah, because it's my cousin's wedding and stuff, and so they all went on the honeymoon together.
Nice.
Very my family to do. Matt, if you haven't yet, check out There's Something Inside Your House on Netflix. It's a fun little slasher. I think I have watched it.
I started reading that book the other day, actually. I had no idea that it was on Netflix.
Well.
Meow.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, and I also need more audiobook recommendations because I keep trying things and then I'll listen to like the first chapter and then I'm like, no. Does that ever happen to you? Like it just doesn't
100%. Yeah.
Because it really has to click. And sometimes it just...
I am listening to The Wicked Unseen right now. Because Jessica and I will be talking about it soon. It does seem up your alley.
I would like another thriller. Like I need another...
It's set in the 90s. There's culty things. I believe it's YA.
I'll do it. Yeah, because
I'm not sure if it would be like...
I've got what do I have on my Libby app? I listened to it went away. Right now I have checked out Murder on a School Night, which is supposed to be queer and like young adult. I don't know how I like it yet because the accent's very thick. And
that's hard for me.
It's supposed to be a high schooler, and I don't mind like an older narrator, obviously, but it's so far away.
I hate that as well. I've ran into that.
It's not working. I also have She Gets the Girl, because I've seen that cover forever. And Season of Love, that Christmas one. But I did
those are two on my radar.
To Paladin's Grace, because I love a paladin. It's like a romance deal. His god died, and so all the paladins are like having a tough time. He falls in love with a perfume lady, and they're solving a mystery of why all these like people with their heads getting chopped off are showing up around town. And I read Sweet Berries, which is about a Mothman. I gave it 4 stars.
Nice.
Oh, and I read, so Freddie was on Over Your New Reader early this week. And we read all of like the first iteration of like Nova, Sam Alexander Nova. It's like first 6 issues, like 31 issues, first 6 volumes. Oh my God, Kristan. I have been saying forever that I would never touch Sam Alexander Nova. This is Marvel. Because I love so deeply. I love Richard Rider. because of Marvel Annihilation, because of all that cosmic saga. I was like, this is my Nova. And by the time I'd read that, because I was just getting comic books, Richard Rider was gone. It was just this kid, and I was like, how dare they? I'm going to hold a grudge for no reason as a reader. And finally, I was like, okay, let's read it. I love this child. I'll defend him with my life. He is my boy. He's my baby.
I love that.
I think you'd love him. He's so fun. Like, he's just a fun little kid. He's like 15. He's doing his best. His home life isn't great. His dad was a Nova, and always said he was a Nova, but he's like, you're full of shit, Dad. You just drink a lot, and you're a custodian, and like, you're not helpful to the house. And I have to cover for you all the time. But turns out he was. And then he ends up getting the helmet from like Gamora and Rocket. And he's doing his best to like figure this out and find his dad.
That sounds good. Yeah.
I really recommend. I think you'd really like it.
I'll check it out.
So I'm going to read all the rest of his stuff too.
Love that.
And I'm going to reread Champions because he's in it. But that was like the big comic book read of last month. Besides, like, you know, we read all those manga. And I read Daredevil Born Again, which I didn't like, which is a big thing. People were very upset about it. And I listened to How to Keep House While Drowning, which it's not comic book related, but I do want to mention to people in the chat, because if you feel like your life is falling apart and you just can't take care of your like self-care tasks, like your house, yourself, whatever, and you feel like a failure because of that, please listen to this book. It only takes 3 hours to listen to, or read it. I prefer listening to it. It's called How to Keep House While Drowning, A Gentle Approach to Cleaning and Organizing. I've never felt so heard and seen in my life. I was able to forgive myself. So I'm just, because I know other nerdy people have similar proclivities as I do, where you're like, I'm overwhelmed with my life. How do I do things I'm supposed to do? This is great.
Love that.
So, oh, and I got some stuff. I haven't taken my medicine, so if I'm just rambling at you, let me know.
No, you're good.
I got one comic. Tales of the Titan starring Donna Troy. So I've been getting this.
Nice.
It's on my pull list. A few other things are too, but I was at not my local comic book store. I was at the like coffee shop that has comic books. I was like, well, I'll go ahead and get one here. Of course, it's good. It's my girl. The art is great. So it's Nicholas Scott. It's like the cover art, but I'm kind of glad it's not in the inside, because I really like. Oh, it's not Nicholas Scott. Is it Nicholas Scott? Who is this? Is that? I'm losing my mind. Never mind. Who's the cover artist? Anyways, I'm losing it. It's good. And it's good to see my girl. The end.
Love that.
I got a new Five Nights at Freddy's book, of course. It just came in, which apparently everybody else on the internet got ahead of time.
Rude.
Because people, they throw these books out because they're like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to cover this foot. Go something out. Like 3 weeks before release date. So everybody already had this.
Wow.
And then Elliot got me another monster there we go. Another monster romance book. Because he does that. So my house is full of these kind of looking books.
Love that.
And I love it. So
wonderful.
You know.
What more could you want?
What more do I want? Let me check in. Also, Satanic Panic by Rebecca Ramajim. I shouldn't try. So Stupid in Camp. I'll check it out. I love Stupid in Camp. Hello, everyone. Have you finally found a book that's gripped you into reading, Kristan? Would you like to? Oh, would like to know what it was? Okay.
He wants to know what it was. Yeah. That hasn't happened. So it's just been a struggle month for me. It's been hard. I've read some stuff, but like it's been hard. So lately, I mean, the past, I don't know when the last time I really like read something and felt like I could stay with it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's been hard. So I do have a few things that I want to pick up and try to see if that's the case. So instead of a haul, I'm going to have something like, hey, this is my TBR, I guess, and what should I read?
Yeah.
So
I love that. That sounds
yeah.
great.
On that is A Guest in the House by Emily Carroll.
I still want to read that.
Which I got from the library. Yeah, and it looks so good in every way. I mean, there's some wild art in here. Like, show some of that. I mean, look at this. what's happening. I love it.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, so I think this could get me back into it. We'll see.
I think it's
want to
hard
read something
when we
today.
read all year.
Yeah.
And it's just sometimes, like anything else, you kind of go through dips.
Yeah, I'm in a rut at this point, but I'm hoping one of these brings me back. Also, Ghost Book. These are all the vibes, by the way. All the spoopy, you know how we do. And this looks like a cute little ghosty read that I got from the library.
I'm just adding all these to my library pool as you're saying them.
And I have two. Well, no, I also have Mall Goth that recently came out.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it just looks like, again, great vibes.
I used to love Kate Leth.
I did too. And I think this is their first book in a while. So I'm like, we'll see. I got it from the library.
Yeah, it's been a while. I know there was like a thing that happened.
There was a thing
7 years ago.
Yeah, so I'm
like on Tumblr though, I was like all about Kate.
Yeah. Well, and I met Kate back in the day. Yeah. And at the time, it was the best. So I am curious to read Mall Goth though. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out. And there are 2 books on my shelf that I want to reread because again, 'tis the season, and I love these books. So I think maybe if I pick one of these up, it'll get me back in it too. For instance, The Crossroads of Midnight, of course.
Oh, so good.
So good. I feel like I want to reread this every year because it's just so darn good. So there's that, and then also Hellphone, which I also adore, by Benji Nate. Oh, it is about these 2 besties. One of them finds a flip phone like outside on the ground, and it starts talking to them. It's like possessed. Yeah. So they find this old phone. Anyway, I love Benji Nate's art. I love Benji Nate's storytelling, and I am excited to read. I read this digitally actually, and then I bought a physical copy. So it'll be nice to like physically read it. And I think this could also get me back in because it's a quick read and it's so silly. I'm hoping for the 2nd volume at some point. I don't know when that's supposed to come out because it does end and it's like, okay, I want to know the rest. Yeah. But it's so silly and fun. So again, and also Pumpkinheads, which I don't have near me, but
Pumpkinheads.
It's an annual read. So I think that could do it too.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm finishing Willie Stryber's The Greatest Day and then jumping into the Batman TMNT Omni. Man, I've never read a single TMNT comic, but people love them.
People do. I haven't either.
You might enjoy Why Has No One Told Me This before. I think that's on my like to buy list or wish list on Amazon. I've been doing a lot of like intermittently like books I just want to read and like self-help stuff lately. Like I'm in a burnout thing right now. I mean, I'm burnout, but I'm in a burnout like lecture thing. Like I go into the things. Mm-hmm. So I like to have both of it. How ready are you for the FNAF movie? Very ready. I'm very excited. My plan is because the cookbook should arrive at my house a few days before the movie, so I want to like make something from the cookbook and have people over to watch it. But I also want to watch it in theater, so I have to do it twice. I'm excited. It could be very bad. I have no idea what I'm walking into. But I also refuse to watch all the clips because everyone's like, here's all the TV spots released for the movie. I'm like, no. I don't want to know.
Yeah, makes sense.
I just want to go and we'll see how it is. It's not the first time they've made a horror movie from a thing that I like. So we will see. I'm more excited when we get to December and the next game comes out because I'm hungry for that little war. But we'll see. And I'm hoping it's popular enough that they like make some ghost kitchen or something. That's what I want. You've read so much, it's amazing. The urge will happen eventually. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, thank you, Elon. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's natural for just dips to happen.
No, for sure. And I mean, I can still put on an audiobook, but sometimes at work, like it's distracting when people start talking and I can't get into it and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Sometimes I need like just focus music or
and sound. That's what I've been doing. Yeah. This whole past week.
Yeah. Cause you really have to be able to like, I don't know. I feel like interesting audiobooks are better for house cleaning things that are mindless than it is like work stuff sometimes.
Yeah. When I get like, there's certain days where I'm like, I have a mindless thing to do at work. So I can easily put it on and like enjoy that. I'm hoping that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'll probably turn some on I got back into Pokemon Go pretty big.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a fun thing to put on while I'm doing that, which I recommend getting back into because it does make you want to walk.
Yeah.
And it gets you outside. And people are still playing it, which is fun because I'd walk around a park and I'm like, oh, okay, these people, I can tell they're playing it because I just beat that gym and now they're walking by.
Nice.
So that's fun. You watched One Piece.
I did. I loved it. I loved it. I'm like, where's the rest? Come on, let's go.
Reed watched it with you, right?
He did, and he has like zero knowledge of any of it. But it was fun because anytime a character would arrive, I'm like, I think we're gonna meet so and so, and he's like, who? And I'm like, that's so and so.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
And he loved it too. He's like, it was great. I was like, wonderful, good. I convinced my parents to start watching it too, because I was like, come on, you guys would really like this actually. So I convinced them to start watching it, and they watched the first episode, and my dad texted me. It was really funny. He was like, I'm confused on like where this is set. And I'm like, Dad, it's not a period of time. It's actually a fantasy world. So like, you don't need to be confused. Just embrace it.
It's a world mostly covered in water.
There are fish people. Like, you just need to...
Yeah, it's going to get wild.
Yeah.
And I thought they all looked pretty good.
Man, Arlong
was
so crew. I love, by the way, their whole theme song. So, like, anytime they appeared, I was like...
Like, hip-hop deal? I was like, damn, okay, Arlong.
It was awesome. I love that.
And, you know, we talked about everyone's hot. And I don't know how to deal with it.
It's crazy. Well, and especially when you read the book and you're like, okay,
these goofballs, right?
Yeah. Well, and Usopp and like it's like, how did this happen? Like, they're all great too. The whole cast is great.
Oh,
Buggy,
man.
what have we?
Good.
So good.
And that guy, Kaya's how did the little glass push up. Man, it's great.
Yeah, even just like how Luffy is walking.
Oh yeah.
When I'll just see him in a like group and I'm just like, it's so perfect. It's perfect.
I have watched so many like YouTube videos about interviews with them and stuff. And like, man, these guys, first of all, love each other. Second of all, really did their research. Like, truly did. Like the girl who plays Nami, she's been in anime forever. And so she knows about like tons of stuff from later on, like God Usopp and like all this stuff she knows about. And I'm like, oh man, so good. And then the guy who plays Zoro, he's been in a ton of anime movies and shows because he's like Sonny Chiba's son, who's like big all-time actor, right? And he's been acting in Japan forever. And the fact that like Sanji like learned all these like all these kickboxing and like capoeira, all this stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, they were all so great.
And now that the writer's strike is over too, we're not too far off and they can start working on the script again and stuff too. So that's good. And they've already confirmed that they're writing a role with Jamie Lee Curtis in mind. Because that's all. Have you ever heard about this?
No.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you. Okay. Jamie Lee Curtis is a huge One Piece fan. Nico Robin's her favorite. It's because her daughter's a big fan.
Yeah, we love this.
She and the whole community for years have been begging for her to be Dr. Kureha, which is the doctor that's where Chopper is.
Oh.
She's like this older woman with like bell bottoms and
stuff. I love that.
And so everyone for years have been pushing for this. Jamie Lee Curtis herself has been pushing for this. And now that like the second season's confirmed, she's like, I'm gonna make this fucking happen. Like it is. Like everyone's like, yeah, let's go. And people are like, oh, she's gonna need too much money. I was like, Jamie Lee Curtis is just she would just do it for fun.
It seems like
because she likes it and her daughter likes it a lot. She does tons of stuff because her daughter likes it. Like it's just
how I love that. That's awesome.
I know.
Yeah,
so I am like so excited. Also, Garp was perfect.
Yeah.
And also Kobe was perfect.
Oh, so perfect, yeah.
And I don't Kobe do like the actor, I'm like, I want him to do his transition however he wants, obviously. But here's where a good opportunity is. Because Kobe in the manga in 6 months his appearance changes like completely. He's like he starts like a little sniveling guy, right? And he's a nice looking handsome guy. He's fit or whatever. And I'm like, listen, you have ever had the most unique opportunity. I don't know how hard you want to go on T. I don't know if you want to get like you want to hit the gym or whatever. You don't have to do that, obviously. However, you have the ability by the time you show up again to look so different.
Which would be awesome.
Really make Kobe happen. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I look forward to that. That'll be fun.
That'd be really cool if you did.
Also, like all the snail phones, which I already loved in the manga, like they're so good.
Oh my god! Everybody watch One Piece, please.
Truly.
Never did I imagine so many people being horny on Main for Buggy. Wild times. They were already horny on Main for Buggy. They just got even hornier for Buggy.
I don't understand it.
People love Buggy. And I mean, this guy happened, and they were like...
I mean, this guy's wonderful, but...
I am still not that way for Buggy. I like him just fine, but... But Zoro and Sanji can get it. Sanji especially. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. They made him not creepy.
Well, I was going to say, he's like just sweet. I mean, honestly, and he's just shooting a shot with these girls, and they're just like, no, which is funny. And then he's just like, all right.
So I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
I think that was a good choice because Sanji works in the manga and anime for him being the way he is, but that does not work in a live action. You can't make the hard eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for him to be like, yes, ma'am, what do you want? This, and then just be like, yeah, whatever the fuck you guys want, I don't care. What are you?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, so many people, I am curious if the people who hated Usopp, because I know there's so many people, I never hated him.
No.
But I know there were a lot of people who weren't fans because they made him kind of more endearing as well in how he is. So they really like the changes that were made were like way better for the visual like live action experience, I think.
Yeah, it makes me want to make a video to be like, hey, so you liked the One Piece show. Here's what you can do. Because now they have like these like episodes, like East Blue episode or Alabasta episodes about to come out. So you don't have to watch the whole like arc. You can watch these episodes so you can kind of jump ahead a little bit. And so now I kind of want to do a video and be like, this is what you can do. Here's my recommendations.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
You don't have to watch from the beginning because it may not work for you, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Some of the gatekeepers will be like, no, you gotta start from... You don't have to. Maybe it won't work for you. It didn't work for me. That's okay. But use this and like just go ahead and check it out. See what happens.
Also, can I say the big lip fish guy? Every time he was shown, I laughed and laughed. I kept waiting for him because, you know, in the manga, he's smecking all the time, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, when's he going to do it? And he finally did, like, do a little kiss. And I was like, this is the best.
He looks ridiculous. I was so worried that the laughs weren't going to happen. But they finally did, and I was like, okay, we're good. Yeah. Alvida was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so worried. I don't know what they're going to do because, like, she is the smooth fruit, which in the manga makes her really skinny. And I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that they don't do that.
Yeah. I think that's one they could change.
Yeah.
Like they could be like, okay, we shouldn't do this. Yeah.
Yeah. I think probably he'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because he already changed some stuff. Like Garp does not show up here.
Yeah.
He does not show up until Water 7, like a million chapters in. But I'm so glad he did. And he was so good and so Scottish. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
So good.
So great. Everyone's accent in this whole thing was just wonderful. Yeah.
I'm in love.
So
Elon mentioned can't wait for Pluto at the end of the month. I'm very excited for that also.
That is
more Naoki Urasawa.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one thing I did want to tell you that Reed said during it, like anytime, like there started to be more and more flashbacks, you know, and he's like, "Oh, is this going to be another sad backstory?" And I was like, "Yeah, Reed.
That's the whole show, Reed.
That's the whole darn thing.
That's the point of it. You're having fun, and then they're like
sad.
Want to hear about this guy whose entire crew died? Now he's been alone for 50 years.
They're all sad. Yeah, he ate his leg. They're all sad.
All of them. Everyone witnessed their parents dying in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zorro's friend who died from down D stairs.
Yep.
Sorry, that joke always gets me. Oh man, it's gonna be great.
So great.
Watch them make me like Ace.
I was thinking that too. I was like, I think
I'm scared.
Like him. Yeah.
I am worried about it.
Watch them make him attractive to you.
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah. Yeah, you will.
Yeah. But we gotta do what you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, also, okay, we'll stop soon. But in Robert's execution scene,
I knew you meant
Rogers. What's happening? They show everybody in the scene, right, who was there. So you see a young Shanks, you see a young Mihawk who's also weirdly hot. I guess he already was, but I don't understand him. You see a young Smoker, and they show this woman. Like, they spend time looking at this woman who's very beautiful, has all these like cool earrings and stuff. Interesting that they would show her. Because in the manga and the anime, you know who they show that they didn't show here? Crocodile. Huh. Weird. Confirmed that Crocodile was a woman before this? We've been waiting for this for a long time because everyone knows Crocodile met Ivankov, who can turn people's to a different biological sex, right? The opposite one. And Crocodile's really weird around him. He's like, "Oh, I've met you before." It's like, "Oh shit, I don't want to mess with this guy." He's like, "I'll tell everybody."
So, I love how essentially what you're saying is this show has caused the fandom to go wild about different canon things because of things like this.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think that could be a confirmation.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And if Crocodile shows up next season having a similar skin color as this woman, to me that's all but confirmed.
Interesting. Love this.
But anyways, I guess talk about next show. We're gonna meet on this coming Wednesday.
Nope.
Makeup next Sunday.
Yeah.
I
can do the 18th. I just have a dentist appointment the 11th in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So we'll be here on the 15th. And then the 18th. Let me bring up my little my docs, my Google Docs, so I can confirm which one we're reading first.
I am showing Orochi, yeah.
And then week after is Be Very Afraid of Kaneko Izuki. Did we decide? Are we gonna do that Junji Ito book? Or no? Maybe we were saving it.
I think it doesn't come out until like the very end of the month. I think that was the issue. Unless you mean like the
Betwixt.
Yeah, there's the anthology, but that's not. There's no Ito in it, actually.
No, I did order that too. We can read it. I mean, we can just decide when we get close.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good.
Okay.
Also, if you want to join me for a Tuesday and over your new reader this month, I haven't planned any of it, and I need to.
Okay. Let me know.
Okay, maybe I'll figure out what spooky things you're reading or rereading, and then I'll just also read it.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, cool. Sounds good. It was fun chatting with everybody.
Yeah. I hope you all have a good day. I hope you treat yourself and check out instocktrades.com.
Which I will do.
I may have to. I need to order Clementine at the very least. So
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
All right. See you guys.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Bye.